सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. How many of you have heard this prayer before? Other than you must have heard it in one of my talks.
Yeah,
Last talk. Can you decipher what this prayer means? Just understand plain language, the way we speak Tamil, you can probably understand it from Tamil also. How does it start? Sadashiva Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyama Asmadacharya Paryanta Vande Guru.
Nice starting.
4 phrases. No. Now think. 4 phrases. Sadashiva Samarambha. Once again listen carefully. Shankaracharya Madhyama Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Parampara. Now you try to make meaning of this 4 phrases.
From Lord Shiva,
Start.
Lord Shiva, Sadashiva, Samarambha.
Yeah.
So Sadashiva, Shiva. Samarambha, beginning. Next,
Shankaracharya Madhyama.
Madhyama. In between came Shankaracharya. Asmadacharya Paryantam. Asmad, me. Asmad, me. Mine. Asmad means mine. My Paryanta, till me. Asmad Acharya, my Acharya. Asmad Acharya, till my Guru. Vande Guru Parampara. Simple. So when you look at it, this prayer says, from the beginning of time when Sadashiva was the Guru, in between we say Shankaracharya. In Advaita philosophy, what is? Anybody knows what is Advaita philosophy? Advaita. What is Dvaita? So think, it's all अपना भाषा में है.
Second.
Dvaita.
Dvitiya.
So Dvaita second. Advaita. Is opposite of Dvaita. Yes. Cancel. Advaita. There is no second. Advaita. There is no second. There is only one. And that one is the God that we worship. Whosoever is a God, we call him by names because it is convenient for us. Advaita, the saint who brought Advaita philosophy in India is Adi Shankara. Or Adi Shankara, the first Shankaracharya of all Shankaracharyas. There are many Shankaracharyas whom we hear of. The first among all, Adi Shankara. So, and when was Adi Shankara's time? 1300 years ago. 780, 790, 80. 1300 years ago. Because that is when knowledge got codified for us to understand. Why it is important? Because Sanskrit was the only language that time. So everything got codified for us to understand. Otherwise we never knew. We know 4 Veda hai. क्या उसमें है? मालूम नहीं. We know there are so many Upanishads. क्या उसमें लिखा है? मालूम नहीं. उसका मतलब क्या है? अपने को मालूम नहीं. Is it relevant to us? We don't know. We don't know. He codified that for you and all of us to understand. So that is why he comes in between in this entire prayer. And my Acharya. Who is my Acharya? Whosoever is my Acharya. You have one Acharya, you have one Acharya, you have one Acharya. Whosoever is my Acharya, till then, because that is what I know. I don't know who's going to be the Acharya after me, after my Acharya. I don't know. Tomorrow you will get another Acharya for something else. So, Asmad Acharya Paryantam. मेरा आचार्य तक मेरी बुद्धि उसके आगे जाती नहीं है. My जानकारी doesn't. So till then, to all of them, Vande Guru Parampara, to the entire family, you say, I salute you. So now my first question to you is, do you have any Guru? Our topic today is who's a Guru. Do you have any Guru? Anybody whom you look upon as a teacher, as a mentor. Guru is only a word, no? I said during Guru Purnima, I shared one explanation. Gu, darkness. Ru, throwing light upon darkness. That is the job of a Guru. Guru's job is to throw light upon darkness. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Your child could be your Guru.
Yes.
You don't know? So, who do you think is your guru? Each of you, let us at least understand. This is an interactive session. So, interactive session, we should be
In that way,
talking.
so many gurus, no?
Yeah.
Correct. So, if there is anything that you will look upon to, let's say for A, you look upon Mr. A, for B, you look upon Mr. B, C, you look upon Mrs. C, whosoever it is. So, can you think of somebody, maybe more than one, but if you have to name somebody, can you name somebody as a guru? Your guru.
The present guru or any guru?
Anybody.
My maths sir.
Your maths.
9th standard.
Correct.
10th standard.
Who was it?
KRK sir.
KRK.
Whatever he
Same
taught
school.
me, still I remember and I got that.
Sir, you.
Yeah.
Don't bring me. Don't bring me. Don't bring me.
No, present
Don't bring
guru.
me.
Present
Present guru is you.
Don't bring me again. The question was wrong. Bring me.
No, sir. It's a fact. It's a fact.
See, the person on whom we look upon for finding answers to that which we think is a difficulty. And that difficulty is, for us, a dark area. A difficulty is a dark area. For example, in family, we encounter some difficulties and somehow we are unable to resolve it. Something to do with maybe children or somebody in the family or some issue in the family. We are unable to resolve it. Our mind throws up 20 different possibilities and we are not able to find an answer. Then we sometimes silently think upon and then say, pick up the phone.
Yes.
Chacha ji,
Bring up a child.
Mama ji,
Yes, correct.
Bua ji, Daddy.
Parents,
Or friends.
I'm assuming parents are not there. That's why I'm saying. Parents are always the go-to.
Always.
I'm assuming parents are not there. What if you have a problem with your parents? Possible, no? We are human beings. What will you go? Mama ji, you see this little mummy is doing like this. अरे तेरे को उम्र हो गया मेरे को क्या पूछते हैं? Right? And then for that matter, that person to whom you call throws light. Maybe one of those 20 options which came to your mind or a new option. He will throw light. Deal with it like this. And then you deal with it like that. It may or may not work. Because sometimes it may work, sometimes it may not work. So you deal with it in that fashion. Correct? This is how it happens. So for that matter, that person is a guru for that matter. So when I ask, my first question is, who's a guru? What comes to your mind? Who's a guru?
He imparts knowledge.
Who imparts us that clarity which we are looking for. That clarity which we are looking for. When we say knowledge by itself, it is very vast. Knowledge by itself is very vast. Now if I were to start, like how I started off saying that Advaita is like this. Now I start talking about Advaita, after 5 minutes you will say, Chai kidhar hai? Because it will mean that this is going beyond the khopdi. Correct? The moment knowledge reaches beyond my level of understanding at the moment. For example, in music class, I am taking different songs. Now supposing I take a purely classical song. It will need 2 classes to finish one song. Maybe 3. And even after 2 or 3 classes, whether that song will be done, we don't know. Right? So which is, at the moment I am not able to capture it. I will capture it over a period of time. So when I increase the level of your difficulty in songs, then gradually what happens? Certainly I have difficulty level increased here, correct? So that is because I know that you are in a position to capture that. So gradually it will start going up. So at that point in time when I have a difficulty, the person who will throw light on that is my guru. It could be husband, wife, child, mother, father,
Doctor.
relative, doctor,
Yes.
friend. Sometimes that guru will come to us in a very unknown form by somebody who says a random thing and suddenly it starts giving us an idea. Have you all watched that movie Diwar, Shashi Kapoor and Amitabh Bachchan, right? Now Shashi Kapoor shoots that boy who's stealing bread
Yeah.
and that boy is in the hospital and then he comes to his parents' house with food and mother listens to him and says, you shot the brother, you don't, दुनिया भर का dialogue बोलती है, एक ही angle there. The father takes the mother inside, locks and says, my wife is a mad woman, अनपढ़ woman है, उसको पता नहीं है, आपने जो किया सही किया. My boy is not like that, but probably he could not tolerate our hunger. That is why he went and did this. But what is so great about it? There are so many people in the world who are hungry. Does it mean that everybody will go around stealing? चोरी हर हाल में चोरी है. ₹1 की हो, ₹1,00,000 की हो. Then Shashi Kapoor asks a question. आप क्या करते हो? He says, मैं स्कूल में हेडमास्टर था. अभी रिटायर हुआ हूँ, अभी ट्यूशन लेता हूँ. He says, ये सीख किसी टीचर से ही मिल सकती है. Right? So when we realize that something unknown to us, that he didn't know whether I should fight my brother or not. His dilemma was whether I should fight my brother or not. Correct? So somebody unknown to us comes to us with knowledge or light of knowledge which makes us think differently and do our duty. This is a guru. So do we need one?
Yes.
Do we need a guru?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
So आप
These are all bonuses, like from third person perspective, coming into light and all that.
But then why I asked you one question right in the beginning. Who is your guru?
It can be our family.
Sometimes we own,
Sometimes
we ourselves. Sometimes.
your knowledge which is stored and in your subconscious suddenly becomes your guru and tells you that this is what is. Very true. So
one,
true.
one who solves our problems.
Correct. Sometimes you solve it.
Solution.
No, but life में so many problems are there. and different-
Not all problems you will be able to find solutions.
Yeah.
That is where you think you need a guru. Correct. So now when I asked you this question a little while earlier, you could not think of one name.
Yes.
You could not think of one name, right? I had this experience. I was associated with Chinya Mission. So when Swamiji was very close. And so I told him once, I always, he hugs me, Rajni also, and we prostrate, we take, and then we say, once I told him, Swamiji, I need only your blessings. He says, Sureshji, he will accept the prostration. He will accept everything, my touching his feet, everything he will accept. I told him, Swamiji, I only need your blessings. He says, Sureshji, who am I to bless? Who am I to bless? Blessings is only from God and Gurudev. For the entire monks community in Chinya Mission, the Gurudev is Swami Chimyananda. Lesson I learned, even a person who is a very well-known teacher will say, I am not a teacher. I am only Vande Guru Parampara. In that Parampara I am coming, and what I have learned from that Parampara I am sharing with you. Because what is knowledge? It is only sharing. So when you look at it like that, Guru never says I am a Guru. The person who says I am a Guru, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. आसाराम बाबू. कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. Correct? So,
Sir, whenever you say this particular dialogue, not dialogue, this particular viewpoint, whenever I think you say I am not, this is the gurus who are.
I am receiving it for them.
Similarly, I had my very close friend who is also, I treat him as my, he is a very senior brother. I treat him as a guru. So whenever I do namaskar to him, then he will just, one or two minutes, he will just close his eyes. So once I asked him, why you are this thing? He says, I am nobody to bless you or your family. I am calling all your parents, your father, mother. They are blessing you, and you are poor. I am not eligible to.
Yeah.
They are only. I am calling them to bless you people.
You
Like a messenger.
like a messenger. I said this in one of my earlier talks. Light, fan, AC, everything is running. Na? They are all running on electricity. Electricity is running through all of them. You switch off that switch, second from here, toilet light is coming on. You switch on this switch, this fan is coming on. This camera is on because this switch is on. So at a point of contact only that device is working.
If you want to switch on that fan and switch on the, and then say, I'll switch on the fan here, कुछ नहीं चालू होएगा. So at a point of time where there is a contact only, that will activate. But electricity is running all along. So the blessings of your, whosoever is the parampara, is always there. At the point of contact when you are coming with to somebody. Why you are doing that? You are doing that because in your heart you want to say, express gratitude, gratefulness for what you have received or you are about to receive. That is why we go in front of a guru. Now when we do that, that contact which you are making with that person is actually going through the entire electricity line. We are only contacting, it is going through the entire electricity line and reaching whosoever is a person. So the one who's coming in contact will not claim I did it. Now the switch cannot say मैंने चालू किया. Switch बोला मुझे चालू किया तो मैंने उधर से लेके आया. बस खत्म. Switch का काम और कुछ नहीं है. That is how it is. Then how do we get a mentor? गुरु मिलता कैसे? बाहर जाओ, इधर से अंबेडकर गार्डन तक चल के जाओ. तू गुरु, तू गुरु, तू गुरु, तू गुरु. हाँ मेरा नाम गुरु है. How do you get a guru? What do you think?
One who understands our...
No, how do you get it? I'm not saying who's a guru. I'm saying how do you get a guru? This is a question. We will deal with it. So these are the three questions I asked. Do you need a guru?
Yes.
Why do we look upon someone else? As you said, we look upon guidance because in a dark area we need somebody else. And how do we get such a person? This is the three questions I asked. Let us now deal with it. Oh. Guru. I did it yesterday also in the class. SAS. I was doing lecture में बोले इसको दबा रहा हूँ जा नहीं रहा. पता चले ये उसके अंदर ही है. अभी जाए. We all do this prayer in every class. What is the prayer we do? Sahanavatu. Let us do that once. Okay? Om Sahanavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. How many of you remember what I told you as the meaning of the prayer? What I told you. We will go to the literal meaning now. Now we will go to the literal meaning. But what did I tell you as the meaning? भूल गए ना? We are learning collectively. There is no teaching which is happening. We are learning collectively. Knowledge is being shared both ways. And in the sharing of the knowledge, knowledge grows. And the light of divinity falls on that knowledge. This is what I have said. Simple language so that we can all understand. Now we will go to the literal meaning of this. Sanskrit meaning in English. Sahanavatu, what we chanted just now. What is the meaning of that? Om, we are actually invoking God, right? May God protect both of us. Teacher and the student. I never say I am a teacher. So that is why I said we are learning. Because I never want to say that I am teacher, you are student, or you are teacher, I am student. No teacher will want to claim that. Correct? So, in the process we are learning together. And may God nourish us both. Because we are learning together. And may we work together with energy and vigor. So for learning, we need mental energy. We need that commitment. We need to want to do something. And in that bargain, we will grow wiser. And may our study be enlightening. Enlightening meaning when whatever we learn, once that is enlightened, you go back, I go back. When we interact with the world outside, when we go back home, when we meet other persons, that interaction will give us a lot of joy, a lot of satisfaction, a lot of understanding, and there will be a light of happiness which is coming through us, and that will shine on everybody else. Correct? So that is what is called enlightening. And may peace, shanti, 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 peace. Right? This is the literal meaning of the prayer. So when you look at learning itself as a process, nobody is a teacher. No, everybody is a student. Everybody is a student. That is the beauty of learning itself. even the best of teachers who admit that in the process of learning, I am a student, I will learn something. That is when learning grows. Because knowledge is not what I have got. Knowledge is what is already there. Already there from my mouth, through what my thoughts are, through the articulation which I am developing, something is coming. Through your ears, you are listening something. Through your eyes, you are communicating something to me, understanding. Now in the entire process of exchange which is happening, knowledge is growing. Knowledge is growing for us, but it is already there. In the universe, the knowledge is already there. The greatest university in the world is the universe itself. We learn from the universe, and that is how it grows. Now, functional gurus.
सर हमने तो हॉस्टिलिटी का मीनिंग क्या है?
किसका?
हॉस्टिलिटी क्या है?
हॉस्टिलिटी. हाँ सॉरी, विद नो हॉस्टिलिटी.
हॉस्टिलिटी
हॉस्टिलिटी क्या है? झगड़ा.
झगड़ा.
आपस में झगड़ा. मेरे को तेरे से ज्यादा मालूम है. या टीचर सेज, आई एम टेलिंग यू नाउ. Many of you ask me this question. सर आपको गुस्सा नहीं आता क्या? रजनी को पूछिए. He knows best. My गुस्सा has come down. But I used, मेरा नाक के इधर रहता था गुस्सा. But when I am in the class, I am sharing music with you. Music में anger किधर आया? Why are you learning music? Why are you with music? What is the function of music?
Therapy.
Happiness. It is joy, the inner joy you experience. Now in that inner joy, I will throw some anger also. For example, you are doing वगार. वगार के ऊपर पानी डालेगा तो वो बंद होएगा, लेकिन ऊपर तो पहले तो फूटेगा ऊपर. That is like that. So where is the need for anger in that? So hostility is nothing. And another hostility, उसको मेरे से ज़्यादा मालूम है क्या? अच्छा. Competitive spirit is necessary, but that hostility comes in the mind. उसको मैं लिखेगा, उसको मैं करेगा. No, it is knowledge which is flowing. You are receiving it. She is receiving it. She is receiving it. I am receiving it. Everybody is receiving it. Ultimately, it is for us to introspect on that and grow. There is a question of hostility. Okay, functional gurus.
Google Guru.
हाँ?
Google Guru.
Google क्यों आया बोलता हूँ? Who is your driving guru?
Google.
रास्ते में गया, किधर जाने गए? Over there. Confusion. Nowhere. Somewhere. Here, there. ये हमेशा होता है कि नहीं? एक example in one of his talks, he says, you're driving and you are going to Salem and you don't know, you lost the way. रात को 9 बजे. You're driving and you say, अरे ये तो रास्ता तो किधर खो गया. So you go and meet a truck driver. Truck driver उसको मालूम है ना रास्ता. He says, Salem, huh? Salem? Oh, 30 kilometers back. 30 kilometers back, turn left. Another 60 kilometers, Salem. Correct? Like this happens raste mein. In today's parlance, it is Google auntie. Google auntie, na? Google auntie can be wrong. Google auntie can be wrong.
Sometimes. Yes.
Not always.
Sometimes she can be wrong. अहमदाबाद में एक बार जा रहे थे तो बोलती है in the next 50 meters time right, turn right. right turn करने को जगह ही नहीं है. रोड का डिवाइडर है, राइट में कोई रोड भी नहीं है, वो बोलते राइट जा. Google auntie will take on the basis of satellite images of what is the most commonly used paths, right? Last week one of the classes to the college when I was going, no, Google auntie told me to go via Chunabatti. आधा घंटा चुनावटी फाटक में बैठ गया. मेरे को भी बुद्धि नहीं था, मैं जाना ही नहीं चाहिए था फाटक में. ट्रैफिक में हाईवे में ट्रैफिक होगा तो भी चलेगा, उधर रुकेगा 10 मिनट चलेगा. Half an hour I got delayed in the class because of that. So Google auntie can misguide also. राही था मैं आवारा, फिरता था मारा फिर शहर में आके, फिर शहर में आके एक दिन चमका तकदीर का तारा. How do you want to avoid unwanted calls? How do you avoid unwanted calls? Should I move this? How do you avoid unwanted calls? आप नजदीक आ जाओ ना नहीं तो.
No problem. Yeah, this, yes.
My side में.
Caller ID.
Caller ID ना?
Yeah.
So true caller.
True caller.
True caller is what we use ना. लेकिन true caller भी गलती कर सकता है ना. Most of the time वो अच्छा मेरे वो spam calls रेड में आता है ना. Recently I got a call from HDFC Bank on a matter which I had already raised a complaint. But probably वो नंबर से regularly marketing calls भी जाता है. तो आप जैसे मेरे जैसे जो लोग हैं ना उसको स्पैम करके डाल दिया है. वो लाल में आया, मैंने अटेंड नहीं किया, 2 बार अटेंड नहीं किया, तीसरी बार उसका एग्जीक्यूटिव का मेरे को फोन उसके मोबाइल से आया. मैं बोला क्या हुआ? बोला सर आई बीन ट्राइंग टू कॉल यू. व्हाट? दिस इज द फर्स्ट कॉल आई एम रिसीविंग. सो शी सेड नो सर आई जस्ट कॉल्ड अप. मैं बोला ये नंबर है क्या? बोला है ये नंबर है. Correct? So true caller can also be wrong. So our functional gurus can sometimes guide and can sometimes misguide. How do you find the ideal drink in the bar? Ideal drink in the bar. Bar में क्या? Ideal drink. नहीं. I see. This is all hypothetical. You don't need to drink. I'm just hypothetical है. And this is all ideal drink किधर से बार में कहाँ से मिलेगा? You have to imagine. No, you see it in movies. What is this? What is the point of
Wine.
ideal? No, you are saying it is ideal. He is a wine is not useless. Ideal drink is कौन देगा आपको?
Barman ही देगा.
Barman देगा. So you go to the barman for the ideal drink. वो बोलेगा आपका टेस्ट कैसे है? अच्छा ये मिलो डॉक्टर के जैसा बोलेगा. अच्छा आपको ये एलर्जी है? अच्छा ठीक है ये नहीं चाहिए ये दो. बारमैन भी डॉक्टर है. ये वाइन डॉक्टर, लिकर डॉक्टर. करेक्ट. एक शराब चीज ऐसी है न छोड़ी जाए ये मेरे यार के जैसी है न छोड़ी जाए. शराब चीज ऐसी है. एक स्टोरी है. एक आदमी था. मेरे पास ऐसे बहुत सारे क्लाइंट मेरे ओल्डन डेज में मिले. शाम को 6 बजे बाटली खुलना होता है. एक आदमी था ऐसे 6 बजे बाटली खुलना होता है. रोज 6 बजे बाटली खुलेगा. तो वो पीता था. तो ही नीड्स सप्लाई ना. तो बाजू में उसका वाइन शॉप था. वो वाइन शॉप पे फोन करेगा. समझो उसका नाम सुरेश है. सुरेश वाइन्स. सुरेश को फोन करेगा. सुरेश क्या है? मैं आत्मेश बोल रहा हूँ.
मेरा यूजुअल भेज दे.
2 कोई नाम बोलो. एंटीक्विटी 2 भेजो. ओके. नेक्स्ट डे सुरेश 2 अभी ना. सुरेश को मालूम है उसका फोन आएगा रोज 2 एंटीक्विटी मांगेगा. अभी ना डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर को बोलेगा वो मेरे को ये महीना ना 3 बॉक्स भेजो एंटीक्विटी. अपना रेगुलर कस्टमर है ना. उसको बेचने का ना सिंपल. डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर मैन्युफैक्चरर को बोलेगा ये रीजन में महीने में 3 बॉक्स. तो ऐसा 30 व्हाटएवर नंबर ऑफ बॉक्सेस मैन्युफैक्चरर विल बी सेंडिंग. अभी मेरे को प्रॉब्लम हो गया. क्या हुआ? I have shifted roles. Not Atmesh. I am Atmesh. ओके. प्रॉब्लम हो गया. हेल्थ में प्रॉब्लम हो गया. कुछ खराब हो गया. तकलीफ हो रहा है. डॉक्टर के पास. डॉक्टर को बोलता है एक्सरे रिपोर्ट ये वो सब जाके डॉक्टर को जाके मिला. डॉक्टर ने देखा. डॉक्टर उसको पूछता है डू यू ड्रिंक? आई डोंट माइंड. I don't mind. But no, I'm asking you, do it. Oh, 6 o'clock every day. Very meticulous. 6 o'clock every day. Achha, your liver is in such a bad condition that if you have one more drop of alcohol, you will die. No, but before, not like that. Achha, एक काम करो. Today at 6 o'clock, when you're about to start, you order one coffin. Keep the coffin open. You wear nice new clothes. Have a bath. Wear nice new clothes. Then you have your whiskey. And then go and lie down in the coffin. Because you're going to die. Kya? Your liver is so bad that even one more drop of alcohol if it goes, you will die. शाम को 6 बजा. मैं देखा बाटली. कल का स्टॉक पड़ा है. देखा बाटली कॉफिन, नया कपड़ा, सोने गए, सब लोग कि मेरे को नीयत में आएगा, बाटली छोड़ दी। अभी मेरे को उधर से सुरेश का फोन आया, सब आज भेजूं? आज नहीं,
आज नहीं मरने का,
आज नहीं, कल। सब आज भेजूं? आज नहीं, बिकॉज यू वांट टू लिव। अभी वो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर को फोन करके बोलता है नो मोर एंटीक्विटी, वो मैन्युफैक्चरर को बोलता है नो मोर एंटीक्विटी। सो व्हेन योर डिमांड फॉर समथिंग गोes away, the supply also goes away. This is the natural order of the day. So when we come to functional gurus who want us to help us for something, no, it should be relevant to our life, no. उसका दोस्त लोग जो था आजू बाजू में 6 बजे आने वाले, घंटी मारा, मैं घर पे नहीं है। That's what happens. God needs guru. God doesn't need guru. Sure.
We don't interact, so
God doesn't need guru, or God needs guru.
On the avatar, they are
But he's God, no? Krishna is God. Rama is God. Rama is God. So what is an avatar? What is an avatar? Who's God then? If God needs guru, then who's God? So God is the principle, that life consciousness which is there in all of us. But for us to understand God, we have a Rama, Krishna, Sita, Gita, not Sita or Gita, picture ka naam, sorry. Correct? So those names and forms are what we identify. Now, even Krishna needed a God. When he was ready, what did he do? Krishna was the son of Vasudeva. From the jail, he was taken to, where was he taken to? Vrindavan. No, Mathura. Correct? From Mathura jail, he was taken to Vrindavan. That is where Nand was there. Nand was his foster father. अभी बच्चा दुनिया भर का अस्तित्व किया है, अपने को मालूम है, वो स्टोरी हम लोग कभी बात नहीं करेंगे. No, he needed to be taught about things. So Nand took him to Sandipani. He took him to Sandipani's ashram, and in Sandipani's ashram, Krishna and Sudama became friends. But Krishna learned whatever he did with Sandipani, with the Guru in his house, along with Guru Ma, doing everything that was required in the Guru's house as a normal student. Sudama and Krishna were friends, both of them were equal at that time. Krishna became king of Dwarka when Sudama went and met him when he was in trouble. That's a different story. But in the school, in the Gurukul, they were the same. Likewise, when Rama was young and he needed to be taught, Dasharatha sent him to Vasishtha. Correct? So God also needed a guru. Why? There is a saying in Tirukural which says, the greatest act, Nietzsche will likha hua, the greatest act of grace that a father can do for his son is to make him occupy a place among people in such a way that people will be proud of his son for what the son is. This is from Tirukkural. I am not going into Tamil because the Tamil is a little complex Tamil. The point is, this is the greatest act that a father can do. Put a son in a place where others will say, oh wow, what a wonderful person, what a great thing to learn, and what a wonderful father for having have a son. Correct? This is what it is. Now, but the father is the first guru. Is it true? In our Hindu tradition, we believe father is the first guru.
Yes.
Why? Why?
he imparts knowledge and shows direction.
How does he start it? Karnamandram. Karnamandram we give to our father when father is dead. We go and tell the father whatever it is.
Brahmopadesha.
Brahmopadesham is a genuine, no? The first thing when you say that the child is ready to learn, Father takes the son in his lap. There is a coconut on rice. They kept the puja is all over. Father holds the finger of the child and writes Om Shri, Om Hari Shri Ganapataye Namaha. First word. This is what the child writes.
It's ready.
Correct? This is how child learns. In some systems, this is not done by hand, it is done with the ear. The father tells the child. So the father is the first guru. Okay. So who's the father for all of us? For all of us? Brahma we say is the father for having created. But we say Dakshinamurti. महात्मा गांधी फादर ऑफ द नेशन तो मतलब इंडिया के बाहर जाएगा तो फादर नहीं होगा मदर ऑफ द नेशन कभी सुना है वो पिक्चर वी वर वाचिंग द मूवी गोलमाल देख रहे थे तो देवेन वर्मा इज ट्राइंग टू मोटिवेट दीना पाठक टू एक्ट एज अमोल पालेकर्स मदर तो वो डायलॉग बोलते हैं देवेन वर्मा का डायलॉग है मिसेस श्रीवास्तव आपने फादर ऑफ द नेशन सुना है कभी मदर ऑफ द नेशन सुना है आपको वो मदर बनने का चांस मिल रहा है Dakshinamurti, we call him as the first guru. There is a song of Yeshudas. I don't know how many of you heard that. The song goes like this. Dakshinamurti Adi Guru. He's called Adi Guru. The first guru is Dakshinamurti. And Dakshinamurti we consider as Shiva, as our father. So the father is the first guru. Now in Tirukural there is another couplet which says the greatest help or a deed of gratitude that a son can do to his father is that in an assembly of people, the people will say, great is the penance of that father who gave birth to such a son. And the son must act like that. So when we talk about learning, this is what we realize that from time immemorial, this is from my book. These two are from my book. From time immemorial, this is the way you understand a guru. So when we say, do we need a guru? We've learned what we learned from the father. Now, Father Paum is a person working in a government office. He's got a fixed job. He's got a fixed salary. But he's a loving father. Whatever he can, he does. Now, you are a very intelligent person. You are very smart. You're learning very much. I have many friends whose children are like that. So now what the father can do? Provide you with an atmosphere where you will grow. Now beyond that, the father can't teach anything to the child because his understanding, his knowledge, his abilities are limited. Then what will he do? He will say, go to Krishnamurti uncle, he will help you. Now Krishnamurti uncle, that boy is very smart. Or girl is very smart. Krishnamurti uncle will do something. Beyond that, Krishnamurti uncle also says, मैं ये तो बहुत अच्छा है, इसको मैं help कर नहीं सकता हूँ. A good Krishnamurti uncle will do, okay, send him to Agni Shankar. Because beyond that, you point fingers. So when you look at any knowledge, for example, in music itself, very renowned singers or musicians, if you read their biography, what they will say, from the age of so-and-so to so-and-so, they learned under so-and-so. This age to this age, they learned under so-and-so. This age to this age, they learned under so-and-so. The idea is that beyond the point, the hunger or the ability of the child to learn is far more than what is available in that platform. Or maybe because they shifted from Jabalpur to Bombay, they changed the guru. Shankar Mahadevan, Hariharan, although they have learned from their mothers, they have also learned from elsewhere. Lata Mangeshkar, although she has learned from her father, she has learned from elsewhere also. So that is how guru is needed depending on the hunger of the child to do that. Now when does the guru come then? When you are ready. When that boy was ready, father said, no, I am not ready. I am not the person for that. Krishnamurti uncle is the person for that. Krishnamurti uncle became the guru. Krishnamurti uncle noticed that that boy's hunger is more than what I can sustain. Oh, Atmesh became the guru. When boy was ready, Atmesh came. So the guru appears when the student is ready.
So when we are talking about when will the Guru come, you don't have to go looking for him in Jammu. The Guru will come when you are ready. How will it come? It comes automatically. This happened with me. It happened with me literally, and this experience I am sharing with you. 2013, I was attending a music workshop at Chinmaya Mission at Chinmaya Nadabindu in Kolwad, Pune. So, you know Pramodini now? How many of you know? Have you heard? My friend, she's a music teacher there. I was walking with her. I said, मेरे को यार कुछ करने का यही करते रहे, CA का काम करते करते कुछ और करने का. Then we were talking about making that into a college of performing arts. Then that became the university. When that process was happening, I got connected with Swami Tejamananda. He was the head of the mission at that time. Through that process, I have never met Swami Chinmayananda ever in my life. I was in Matunga. Indian Gymkhana used to come to talk. I don't remember having attended any of his talks also. I have heard him from CDs only. CDs and videos. Through that interaction, he invisibly came in contact with me. So when you say, when you are ready, the Guru appears. I was very close with my father. But my father has never sat down and taught me anything. He was a teacher. She knows. He was a teacher throughout his life. In college, he was a brilliant student. I never once, Dad has sat with me and said, Suresh, ye tere ko sikhata hu, tu seekh. Although he was a professor in the same college where I was a student, he was never my professor. And when he shifted to another college, I stopped attending my college also. So, but a lot of things that I have learned in communication, in behavior, in understanding is from my father, invisibly. So when you are ready, the Guru appears. When you are ready, the Guru appears. So you don't need to go and search. Be ready. You get ready, he will appear. No matter what time or what age it is. So at the moment, we all have come across Sikhism. Guru Nanak was the first Guru. Who was the 10th Guru? Last Guru. Gobind Singh. Gobind Singh was the last Guru. His one famous couplet is there. चिड़िया नाल बाज लड़ावा, 1.25 लाख तो एक लड़ावा, ता गोविंद सिंह नाम कहावा. चिड़िया स्पैरो, बाज ईगल, चिड़िया नाल बाज लड़ावा, 1.25 लाख तो एक लड़ावा. There is one battle between Afghans and Sikhs in which 40 Sikhs battle with 25 lakhs Afghans. Correct? There is a story. So he says that is Gobind Singh. What Gobind Singh said was, after me there will be no Guru, no person will be a Guru. Is there any Guru among Sikhs today? Granth Sahib is a Guru. He says Guru Granth Sahib will be the Guru. The teachings of the Guru will be your Guru. There will be no person as your Guru. If you really look at, I'll come to that part.
Why, sir? Why like?
I'll talk about Nanak. When I come to Nanak, I will explain this. So just park this thought. Now, there is a couplet of Kabir. See this. Sorry, not so clearly readable. तीर तुपक से जो लड़े सो तो शूर न होए. तीर तुपक gun. The one who fights with arrow and gun, he is not the brave one. Who is the brave one? Maya taji bhakti kare, sur kahave soe. Maya taji, that when you drop your attachments, your illusory understanding of yourself, and bhakti kare meaning basically what? Believe in yourself. He is a real courageous person. So it is when I make sparrows fight hawks. It is when I make lions out of bulls. It is when I make one fight 1,25,000. That is when I am called Guru Gobind Singh.
This is what he said. So when you really understand this, this is how we unravel our own life. When we understand this, only when we unravel our life, we start analyzing ourselves, finding answers. Most of the time, as Varsha said just now, most of the time we are our own gurus.
Yeah.
We are. We are our own gurus. Because when you drop that thing which is your concern, your anxiety, your worry, you drop that and just sit back and think, what is happening here? Suddenly the answer comes from within you. The knowledge was already there. You get the answer. That awareness comes in. And that is because the divine principle which is there in all of us. God kone hai? Kone God? That Advaita. There is no second. Dvaita, there are two schools of philosophy in Hindu religion. Dvaita and Advaita. This is Dvaita means God and me. Advaita means God in me. So when we understand that that principle is there with all of us, then there is no worry. So when we correct, मैं वो नमस्ते बोलता हूँ, I don't know when I did it here. Students को मैं बोलता हूँ, ये करो, here. Now what happens to you? What is the energy which flows when you do this? Is there some energy which is flowing when you are doing this? Really firmly. हम लोग इसको firmly करते नहीं, हम लोग कैसे करते हैं? You have to hold it like this, firmly. Correct? Not tightly, firmly. Now when you are doing that, I'm standing. The energy which flows over your entire body is something totally different. You feel it. I'm not going into the explanation of everything. The Namaste is the best way to say that I am connecting the divinity in me with the divinity in you. The same principle is the same. I am connecting with them. Once you do that, then you are connected. You don't need anything else.
The body posture also becomes right.
Yeah, Namaste is like this, huh? Not like this. That is for politicians. Once you do that, you know that there is no Namaste in this. This is, aaja, main tere ko dekhta hu. So that change which is happening within us, this change happens within us. When we are willing to accept that change, suddenly it is a transformation in our own self. So I am going to bring the expert speak. Shankara. So I asked the question, first question was, our title of the talk today is, who is a guru? He has given the answer, who is a guru. Co-guru, who is a question which is coming in one talk which is called Prashnottara Ratnamalika. Prashna, question. Uttara, answer. Ratnamalika, it is the gems of pearls of wisdom of Shankara. He says, who is a guru? The one who has realized the absolute. The one who has understood what is the highest that you can do. In music, we say that somebody who is like, for example, in Carnatic music, we will say M.S. Subbulakshmi, or somebody will say M.L. Vasant Kumari, somebody will say Madarmani Iyer. You will say somebody who has realized the highest. Not one person. Somebody who has realized the highest. And constantly working towards the welfare and well-being of others who come in contact with that person. So that the student also reaches that stage. So, how many of you are teachers here? You are a teacher. Who else is a teacher here? Anybody is a teacher here? You do corporate training. You are a teacher, correct? In teaching, I don't use the word teaching as a normal practice, but in teaching, one of the first things that we need to remember is that we are looking at the student becoming better than us. The day one student becomes better than us, we feel that joy. That I was at least in a little small way able to contribute for that one person becoming better than me. That is the joy. He is a good. He is a good. Not that I suppress somebody who is becoming better than me. Instead, what I said, father sent to Krishnamurti uncle said, this is all that I can do. Beyond this, I cannot. Send him to Atmish. From Atmish uncle, he became better. And then after he succeeds, he comes back. Krishnamurti uncle saying, thank you very much. Many students do that to you. We do that to we have done that to our teachers. You must have done that to KRK sir so many times. We go and say, thank you sir. You have been instrumental in my change. That is when the Guru feels happy.
And what are you doing? Oh, I am Sundar Pichai, I am the head of Google. So happy. Sundar Pichai's teacher will be so happy. That is what is a guru. Now this picture, Narayaniam you heard. Narayaniam you know. You heard the word Narayaniam. Narayaniam you know. Narayaniam you know. You may not know. Correct? Narayaniam is, you know Bhagavat. Now Bhagavat ka poetic form, more comprehensive, in chaste Sanskrit, more complex than Bhagavat, is Narayaniam, written by a saint called Narayana Bhattadiri in Kerala. गुरुवायूर मंदिर है ना, गुरुवायूर मंदिर सुना है? गुरुवायूर मंदिर में उनको वर्शिप भी करते, because he sat there and wrote it. He sat there in Guruvaयूर and wrote it. इसका एक स्टोरी है. His guru was Melpattur Achyuta Pishareddy. Bhattadiri was also from a village called Melpattur. His name was Narayana Bhattadiri. His guru's name was Achyuta Pishareddy. Now this guru had rheumatism. Guru had rheumatism. Narayana has learned from him. Narayana prayed to God that I should get that rheumatism from the guru, so that the guru is rid of that pain. He got it. The student took over the illness of the guru upon himself, so that the guru is free from the pain. Now he was in pain.
Those days they had that power.
They had the power. Now he had that pain. Now he wants to get rid of that pain. What will he do? Guru said, you write about Narayana. He was an expert Sanskrit scholar. Bhattadiri was an expert Sanskrit scholar. So Guru said, you write about Narayana. So he didn't know where to start. So he asked his Guru, where should I start from? Guru said, Malsyan Tattu Thodannu. In Malayalam, start from the fish. Fish is the first avatar. So he started writing that, and he wrote 1,000 shlokas. That is an entire Narayana. The entire life of Mahavishnu, all the avatars of Mahavishnu, in complete detail, special attention to Krishna. Beautiful, 1,000 books. So what did he do? So what better Guru Dakshina can a student give than to take over the suffering of the Guru? So Guru Dakshina क्या देना चाहिए? So this brings me to one question. अभी नानक का आने के पहले एक question आता है. Guru Dakshina का point निकला था. We all know the story of Ekalavya and Dronacharya, right? Now can you tell me what that story is, and can you explain to me what is right or what is wrong in that? What is the story? What is the story?
One secret, fully he didn't teach.
No, the Guru.
The Krishna he gave his thumb.
No, before that what happened?
No, the Guru found out that he has become better than his own students. Without
Without the Guru teaching him.
he became superior. So he
He
didn't want to.
watching.
He can't do archery without his thumb. So he has the thumb as a Guru Dakshina.
Because he should not become better than Arjuna.
Yeah,
That is what
his own students.
Yeah.
we understand.
Correct. So now what is your sense of justice says? Good, right or wrong?
That is not correct.
It is not
What
correct.
is wrong?
What is wrong? You say what is wrong?
No, I'm asking. She says no wrong. So I said what is wrong?
You tell me what is not wrong.
Whether they are learning it secretly is wrong. Whether asking for the Guru Dakshina, asking for Guru Dakshina is right, but asking for his thumb, whether that is wrong. I am not asking what is wrong. So on that
You are asking what is wrong.
what is wrong?
So he was asking for the thumb. He can't do archery without his
He
thumb.
didn't encourage that.
Should you ask for Guru Dakshina?
No,
My first question is,
Shouldn't have
should he have asked for Guru Dakshina? Is Guru Dakshina asked or given?
given. He shouldn't have asked. And though Eklavya, hearts of hearts, he knew that I am better than Arjuna and he is asking me for the thumb because I should not be better than him. Probably he knew, but still because he asked for Guru Dakshina, he just started and
So the precursor to this is like this. Eklavya first went to Guru Dronacharya, saying that I want to learn archery. Now Dronacharya was already employed by the Hastinapur kingdom, that is Dhritarashtra, for teaching these Kauravas and Pandavas. So he says, you will only teach the royal princes, you will not teach anybody else. That was the condition of his employment. Correct? So now this person, Eklavya, came and asked him to teach. He said, I cannot teach you. Are you a king? But actually, are you a prince? Actually, he was a prince of a tribal group. He was not a prince, he was a king of a tribal group. So, in spite of that, he said, I cannot teach you. So what did he do? His dedication to his guru was such that he made a statue of Dronacharya and practiced. And he became a better archer. Among the students, Arjuna was his favorite. He promised Arjuna, and Arjuna had asked him, he promised Arjuna that there will be no other warrior better than you among the Kauravas and Pandavas. Now, the Kauravas and Pandavas were playing around something, they were doing something, and at that time one dog came to disturb. Now the dog was disturbing his practice also, Eklavya, in the jungle. So Eklavya shot out 7 arrows in such a way that it hit the tongue of the dog. The dog didn't die. It hit the tongue of the dog with so much of accuracy, so that the dog cannot bark. So no disturbance. They were wondering, how can somebody be so accurate, and they found out that it is this guy. They asked him, who's your guru? He said, Drona is my guru. He said, Drona is my guru. So Arjuna went and asked Drona that how did you teach him? And Arjuna's jealousy, he has become better than me. So Drona went and asked him, who's this boy? When he found out that this guy had come to me and I had already refused him. He says, I have learned. Okay, fine, you have learned. But you're saying I am your guru, but you're not giving me Guru Dakshina. He says, Guru, whatever you ask, I will give. Without hesitation, I will give. So he asked him to give him his right thumb. He cut his right thumb and he gave it. Now I will come to that story a little later. Now, I will finish off. Now he gave it to him. But he also gave him a blessing that you are a great warrior, you will become a great warrior. Eklavya practiced after that archery without the thumb, using the fingers. Now you go and Google the archery which happened in the Olympics. They use this finger, they don't use the thumb. It is that which happened after that. Archery was, if you remember this movie, what is that? Bahubali. He and his heroine, they together fight people who come. He says, Rajkumari, with 4 fingers, no thumb. With the thumb you can only hold one. With 4 fingers you hold 4. So you understand, archery changed after that. That you need not use your thumb, you can use your fingers also.
Good connection.
See how it changes. So now you are coming to your question. Why Nanak? Be Nanak. Now look at Nanak himself. Nanak was a Hindu. Was he a Hindu? He was?
Sikh is not considered Hindu, no?
No, but Nanak, was he a Hindu? He was. Sikhism was created during Nanak's time, no? He was the original first guru, no? Adi Guru for Sikhism. But Nanak did not like this dogma in Hinduism. The dogma in Hinduism means what? Agar main basically caste. If I am the Pandit, I will not allow anybody else to come near my area. This happens even today. Even today, typically in Hindu religion, there is something called an Upadhyayam. Now the Upadhyayam is that one priest will be attached to 3 of your families. So his Upadhyayam is consisting of your 3 families, 30 families, 300 families. They are your clients.
But it is not in original Hinduism.
It is not there. It is now become clients. In original Hinduism, it is not there. But this Upadhyayam is okay. Why? Because I am here, and I called all of you. You chose to come, and we are having this discussion about whatever knowledge we are talking about. Now, if I was not here, I will not call you.
Somebody else may call you, may not call you. And this exchange will happen. So which means what? The person who's initiating the knowledge share is only initiating the knowledge share. Knowledge is already there. It will grow in the process of the exchange which is happening. Correct? So that Upadhyayam is that person who's initiating. You said Gayatri Mantra. Father tells the child from what the priest has told the father. Now after that the priest will take over the child for training. Upadhyaya. Correct? This is what happens. So Nanak, now what happened was those pandits who were doing it, बोला ये तो मेरा है, मेरा client है. तू कौन है? शूद्र है, तू बाजू में आ ही नहीं सकता. तू कौन है? वैश्य है, तू आ ही नहीं सकता. But actually if you look at the Varna system is Kshatriya, Brahmana, Vaishya, Shudra. Correct? 4. Why are they divided into that 4? 4 different kinds of people doing 4 different kinds of work. In a music program, the person who's playing the tabla, will he play the keyboard? He may play, but he will not play as well as the person who's playing the keyboard. The person who's playing the guitar, will he play the bongo? No. So they are specialists in whatever they are doing. Similarly in the Varna system, those who are good in what they are doing are those 4 classes. How any of them is lower or higher than anybody else? Now you tell me to go and fight 4 gundas outside, एक थप्पड़ खा के मैं नीचे गिर जाएगा. मेरे में इतना ताकत है. Correct है ना? Now whereas if you call somebody who's got a good body, very well built, and then he say you जाके उसको 4 लाफा मार, वो ऐसा उंगली उठाएगा तो भाग जाएगा सामने वाला. So his job is that. Depending on the job which you are doing is where your specialization is. So this was happening there at Nanak's time. So he said this is not good. That is how Sikhism came. Now Sikhism came, then what happened? Guru 1, Guru 2, Guru 3, Guru 4, Guru 10. Guru Gobind Singh came. He says my first Guru created this system so that there is no human who claims that I am superior. So by 10 Gurus, a whole lot of things had already developed into the Granth Sahib. He says now the Granth Sahib will be your Guru. There is no individual. So there are only Jathedars. There are only whatever the readers who read. There is no Guru. Nobody can claim to be a Guru. They are only upholders of that system. So, Bhagavad Gita. Now let us go to Bhagavad Gita on leaders. Gurus are leaders, no? On leaders. You must have, has anybody read this shlokam in Bhagavad Gita? Go ahead. You can't see. यद्यदा चरति श्रेष्ठ तत्त देवी तरो जनः स यत् प्रमाणं कुरुते लोकस्तदनु वर्तते. यदा चरति श्रेष्ठ, whatever way Shrestha Purusha, that is somebody who is senior, somebody who is reputed, whatever way a senior person behaves, that and that alone people will follow. Sayat pramanam kurute. So it is the responsibility of that person to put a pramana, to put the right benchmark. The locus tadanu vartate, the others will follow. So it is the responsibility of the Guru to set the benchmark. So when we look at it like that, leaders set behavioral benchmark for others to follow. This is the job of a Guru. After that, what is his job? Keep quiet. Keep quiet. If they are going offline and they come to you, you say, okay, isko correct karo. Keep quiet. Kachua Guru. Kachua Guru hai. Now think, you go to a beach and you see a kachua walking. Abhi iske samne, take a little beach sand and put it in front of that kachua. What will that kachua do? 4 limbs, mundi, pooch, sab andar.
Whatever.
Portable, safeguarded. It safeguards itself.
This is also in Bhagavad Gita. Yada samharate chayam kurmangegani va sarvashah indriyani indriyarthebhyah tasya prajna pratishtita. What is the way you must be? What is the quality you must have? Is the question. Arjuna is asking Krishna and Krishna is saying, the way the tortoise withdraws its limbs, head and tail inside the shell, at the instance of a danger, that way you should withdraw your sensations, your senses away from temptations which are likely to harm you. So you recognize the temptation. आपने को क्या है? डॉक्टर ने बोला है आपको गला बैठा है. डॉक्टर ने बोला 15 दिन तक नो आइसक्रीम, नो सिंगिंग. ओके, टेम्पटेशन. राजन से जाके एक आइसक्रीम खाएंगे. नहीं, डॉक्टर ने बोला एक आइसक्रीम, एक, ओके चलेगा. राइट, दिस हैपेंस. नो, हैपेंस ऑल ऑफ अस. एक आइसक्रीम, राइट. एक बार गाना सर ये ट्राई करेंगे, मैं आपको बोलता हूँ मत करो. करेक्ट. So that is what happens. And then we damage. छोटा छोटा चीज में if we recognize, we damage. So become कछुआ चाप, कछुआ गुरु.
ये शो के बाद होते हैं सर. आफ्टर शो
हाँ,
जो नहीं खाया वो सब नेक्स्ट डे शुरू.
हाँ ठीक है ना. So after 15 days start again. After 15 days start again. So how do you do that? Baby steps. Take baby steps. How do you do this? Take baby steps. छोटा छोटा steps. Do small steps. One, instead of giant leaps in the beginning, छोटा छोटा steps. You will learn. You will make a mistake. Correct. Make a mistake. Correct. Then you are ready for a giant leap. This is what Vivekananda says. He says, do not be afraid of small beginnings. And great things come afterwards. Be courageous. Do not try to lead your brethren, but serve them. Our problem is, मैं बोलता हूँ, क्लास में मैंने देखा है, मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि गाना कैसे गाना चाहिए. अभी आपस में एक दूसरे को बोल नहीं है ऐसा कर. Leave it. I am here. When I am with you, we will all sing together. We will make mistakes. When I am here, let it be. So this, I have seen this happen. So this is what our tendency to say. अरे मैं ना, मैं तो लेके जाता. The brutal mania for leading has sunk many a great ship in the waters of life. Vivekananda's words. The mania for leading. चल ना मैं तेरे को भी लेके जाता है. तू भी, मैं भी डूबेगा, तेरे को भी डूबेगा. So be careful as a person who's leading. Be careful. Take it slow. It will happen. So what is your will to succeed? This is again from the Bhagavad Gita. I don't want to chant the mantra. What it says? Determination which does not go beyond dreaming. हम लोग को क्या करने का? मेरे को शब्दों का स्टेज में गाने का. Dreaming. Dreaming है ना? It doesn't go beyond that. Fear. मेरे को चांस नहीं मिलेगा तो. उसको चांस मिला, मेरे को नहीं मिला. This is not determination. Determination is keep doing what you are doing good. One day Giant Club will say, okay Suresh, come and perform. Correct? So the attitude must be you do the good that you are doing, that good will yield results. Determination must be like that. Now that determination ka best example, failure. Failure is a great guru. Failure is a great guru. One failure, dalo. One more failure, dalo. Keep putting the stones of failure one after the other. You will succeed. Failure is the stepping stone to success बोलते हैं ना. Stepping stone कैसे बनेगा? तुम failure, दूसरा कुछ नहीं है. दूसरा failure, डालो सामने. Move forward. डालो सामने. Move forward. डालो सामने. Move forward. You will succeed. That is the path to success. That should be the will to succeed. इसका सबसे अच्छा example in our scriptures is Ram Setu. Now in Ram Setu what happens? Rama says when he sees the ocean, he says, let us dry the ocean. Dry ocean. Correct? And I think
says, Sugriva tells him. Sugriva tells him, Rama, we will build a bridge. How will we build the bridge? Nala and Nila, two of the Vanaras. They are very good at this and they are blessed that whatever they throw on the water will float. Nala and Nila were apparently, as children, they used to throw everything and they had a blessing that it will float on water. But their blessing had a precondition that it will not be together, it will just simply float. So together रहने के लिए what happened? The Vanaras had to now join the stones. What is the role of the squirrel in the Ram Setu?
Sand में गीला होने का sand में लगे.
So the squirrel started off by picking up the pebbles. बड़ा तो उठा नहीं सकता है. Pebbles and putting it in between two stones. It started putting it in between two stones. उसको फिर binding agent नहीं मिला. Squirrel rolls on the sand, goes and put the mud in between. It is a great lesson for us to understand that small beginnings are sufficient for a great job.
महाराष्ट्रियन लैंग्वेज में ये है खारीचा वाटा. खारीचा वाटा मतलब मेजर कुछ है बट मेरा ये खारीचा वाटा है.
हाँ, मेरा my small contribution.
और that
Correct. The squirrel is a great learning.
फिर वो बड़ा है.
वो बड़ा है, कितना बड़ा काम है. नड़ा नीला का blessing काफी नहीं था. This had to be done. So when you come together with individual capabilities in teamwork, great things will happen. That's the learning that we get. So the guru, squirrel is a guru. अभी इसके लिए आप बोल रहे हो squirrel is a guru. मेरे से कितना होगा? मेरे से इतना होगा. मैं दे रहा हूँ. मैं देख के भूल रहा हूँ. जो एक्चुअली जो एक खारीचा वाटा जो कर रहे हैं ना, वो भूल जाते हैं. जो बड़ा देता है ना, जो पत्थर लेके आता है, बोलते हैं मैंने लिया पत्थर. वो पत्थर पे मेरा नाम लिखो. वो पत्थर में मेरा नाम लिखो. क्यों? And there are some people who say, वो पत्थर क्या मैं तो 25 पत्थर देता हूँ लेकिन मेरा नाम नहीं आना चाहिए. मेरे को नाम नहीं चाहिए. So the idea being that doing is important. Doing is very important. Just keep doing. Because that is what you are here for. Recognition will come from somebody else. You sing very well. Practice. गाना चल रहा है. मुखड़ा हो गया. सब लोग साथ में गए. फिर बाद में individually one by one गए. अरे वाह. Others are clapping, I am also clapping. That is recognition. You cannot pat your back. अरे बहुत दुखेगा. Correct? So set up your heart upon your work, not on the result. मेहनत करने का अपना जिम्मेदारी है. God says, I have a purpose for your pain. Because डॉक्टर का कभी याद करते हैं. वर्षा जी को मैं साल भर में फोन नहीं करेगा. फिर बाद में फोन करेगा. वर्षा जी इसके लिए मेरे को कोई डॉक्टर मिलेगा क्या? आप मेरे को दवाई देगा क्या? I have the purpose for your pain, so I will call you.
आजकल कोई गूगल है.
नहीं आप बोलने के बाद में भी गूगल है. डॉक्टर बोलने के बाद में भी गूगल है. So this giving attitude, as I was saying, giving attitude is what is there. Who are the fathers of success? Success has many fathers. Failure has none. This was in 61. John Kennedy said this. 20 years before that, this was said by one count from Italy in Spanish. Victory has 100 fathers. Defeat is an orphan. I want to share one story with you. Kalam's boss, Satish Dhawan, when Kalam was in ISRO, they used to be working together. Now, first Sriharikota, first launch, PSLV, first launch. Utha, Bay of Bengal में blum गिर गया. So Dhawan went to press conference. Everybody is waiting. Entire world is waiting. Went to press conference. We failed today. But we have not lost heart. We will win. Second launch, success. Dhawan sent Kalam. Go to the press and tell them we succeeded. That is greatness. Edison बोलता है, many of life's failures are those who did not realize how close they were to success. हम लोग कार्टून में सब देखते हैं ना, वो डिग कर रहा है और नीचे डायमंड है, उसका 1 इंच पहले उसने बंद कर दिया, फिर दूसरा खोद रहा है, 1 इंच नीचे जाएगा तो उसको डायमंड मिलेगा. That effort must continue. How many times he failed before light became a reality? Bulb became a reality. Jack Ma किधर किधर फेल हुआ उसका है स्टोरी. प्राइमरी स्कूल 2 बार फेल, मिडिल स्कूल 3 बार फेल, 30 बार जॉब रिजेक्शन हो गया. KFC ने रिजेक्ट किया, बाद में उसने KFC खरीद लिया. रिजेक्टेड फ्रॉम हार्वर्ड 10 टाइम्स. ग्रेट इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट, कितना पैसा है उसके पास. So when does Guru appear? Question. This is from a Chinese philosopher. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. And when the student is truly ready, teacher disappears. This is there in our philosophy also, but this has been articulated by him. I think this is about again 2000 years ago, articulated by him. What does this mean? How will the teacher disappear?
He knows the student is ready.
Truly ready. I am not needed. I am not needed, no?
Yeah.
When student was completely ready, the student fought the teacher, Arjuna and Drona. Drona is not needed as a teacher.
When we went to that doctor,
Huh?
spine specialist, we went once and then he again called. I had gone, so I called me again. Then he said, अभी मत आओ. अभी आप ठीक हो जाएंगे तो आप मत आओ. अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो मुझे फोन करो, but आप मत आओ. That's it. That's the end of my.
So there are many doctors who say, come after 1 week.
So much confidence.
You know, come after 1
So
week,
confident.
come after 1 month, come after 3 months. This guy, Kunal Shah, spine
You need
specialist.
to come.
First time I went, he said, give me medicines for the pain. He didn't give me any exercise. Second time I went, he gave me some medicines, lesser dose medicines, after 1 week. And he showed me some exercises. He says, ये exercises रोज करो अभी मत आओ.
No, come again. That's his confidence.
But he's still there.
Confidence.
He's still there.
And it gives us also that.
It gives you faith. And he says, and he also told me one thing, this will not go away completely. It will keep recurring because if you don't do exercise, it will come.
And how are you now feeling?
I'm feeling far better. How I was, 1.5 years ago almost, how I was,
It's maintenance.
Maintenance, exercise daily. Now that is our maintenance. The body knows to repair itself.
Yeah.
We must be ready to know how to repair.
We usually interfere.
We interfere. So what do mentors do? Mentors enhance our knowledge. Enhance meaning what? Knowledge is already there now. Knowledge is already there. We think we don't have. They only enhance what we know. What we know we were not confident of. They only give you a चाबी to believe in yourself. चल तेरे को मालूम है, आगे बढ़. Correct? Criticizes constructively. Criticism, समझ में नहीं आता क्या? Criticism. अरे नहीं, इसको ऐसा करना चाहिए. Constructively. So then you change it, and then you break it. You understand it better. So idea is that constructively criticism, correct? Aids personal growth. In that bargain, what happens? We grow. The idea of a mentor is that that person will help us to grow, and we have to grow. We are all here born only to grow. We are born only to grow, and we will go and come back to grow further. We will go and come back to grow further. Undanam, each jaturu puchi agunu, Ishwaranje kadaksham igine. Katrikala Bundanam is saying in this Jnanapanam. He says, Makhi, marke ek billi hota hai. Makhi marke ek billi hota hai. Which means what? You will grow from Makhi to billi because your effort has been to grow higher. Because you have put your effort to grow from Makhi to something bigger, you become a billi. So your effort must be to become something better. कल बिल्ली से शेर बनेगा, शेर से आदमी बनेगा, फिर आदमी सबको खाएगा, फिर वापस शेर बनेगा, फिर शेर से बिल्ली बनेगा, बिल्ली से मक्खी बनेगा. This is what happens. What you do is what will come to you. So it is entirely left to you. What you want to do.
encourages to empower. So this is the job of a mentor. तुमको power है, he will only encourage. Creates awareness for well-being and excellence. Your excellence, he creates awareness. तेरे से होगा, क्यों नहीं होगा? बिंदास. That is what is the job of a mentor. Provides unbiased views. गलती हो रहा है? आत्मेश ऊपर का नोट नहीं पहुंच रहा है. Correct? Right? So this is what happens. You're getting scared, tired. You remember? I told you in that song. You are panting,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that is the observation. The observation is that unbiased. This is what is happening. So just be conscious about that. I have no bias. The idea is that you should grow. Becomes a trusted partner in our growth. The mentor, if you grow, what happens? You said that boy came to you, you sent him to Atmesh. You are a partner in his growth. Then he will grow and go away somewhere. And then he will come back. Atmesh sir, thank you very much. Krishnamurthy sir, thank you very much. Daddy, thank you very much. You become a partner in the growth of that child. That's what happens. Mentor vanishes when you are independent. उसके बाद में जरूरत क्या है? I am only happy that you have grown. We are all in that only position only. खत्म. My job today is over. Now I want reflections from all of you. Whatever comes to your mind, share on this before we break for tea. ये धन्यवाद बाद में, अभी मत कर.
गुरु डिसाइड नहीं होता है सर. स्टूडेंट जैसा इंडिपेंडेंट बनता है ना, उसका क्रेडिट लेने के लिए वो रीअपियर भी होता है.
क्रेडिट, हाँ वो, then he is not a guru. मैंने बनाया.
अरे उसके लिए रीअपियर होता है.
No guru who has said that I did it can claim to be guru. Simple. Because, come on, you are there in that position because there is some knowledge in you, there is some drive in you, there is some ability in you to lead them. Ultimately, you are only an instrument. You are only an instrument, nimitta. That nimitta you should remember. That nimitta is all that there is. Beyond that, what is your role? तुमको भी किसी ने किया. I told you about what happened from what I learned from him, what I learned from dad. You are only nimitta. Now what I have done, I am going being nimitta. Growth will happen. Everybody will.
So nothing to do with this, whatever we taught, but sometimes we get knowledge from different gurus. So we get confused also to whom to follow. Like many.
You have a viveka. All of us have a viveka. Viveka is discrimination. Think. There is one saying in one of the texts. Vidya Vinay Sampanni. Vinay Shobhate, Vinay Sampanni. Sampanni, you get it. When you have knowledge, you become humble.
Yes.
You become humble. When you are humble, only knowledge will flow. Now, when you do, and this applies to everybody. So when now एक कान से एक का knowledge आया, दूसरे से आया, with lot of vinayam, humility, discriminate. What is right? Your vivekam will tell you what is right, what is wrong. Now, if after that also you have some doubt, go to one person whom will clarify that. Perfectly doubt. Like we did that in our school, college days or school days. Accountancy का lecture. Part 1, one teacher. Part 2, one teacher. Give both of them. I confused. So किसके पास जाएगा? एक काम करता है. वो मेरा दूसरा डिवीजन में सर है, उसके पास जाएगा. He is not your part 1 teacher, not part 2 teacher. You go to that person. He will say, sir ये ऐसा है. ये ऐसा है बेटा. इसको ऐसा करो बेटा. Now you understood. You corrected yourself. Your Vinay and your Viveka together, you got the right answer. So you have to seek out.
And nowadays the problem of over knowledge regarding that he asked me. So when people ask me, so opposite things they get as a knowledge.
That is, sometimes the over knowledge comes because you go seeking for it. Particularly when you're talking about medicine, you prescribe something, the patient becomes 2.5 doctors. वो ये देखते हैं डॉक्टर ये खाए तो ऐसा होता है, इसका साइड इफेक्ट ऐसा होता है.
That half knowledge is very
Dangerous.
Because we are thinking like that only.
And this follows
the side effect is there.
Read the Google.
Before that,
Other than mummy and daddy, everybody else is in Google.
my husband always says, anybody will come like this, say Google with the day, this is my medicine. My husband says, अच्छा, I'm the second opinion of your doctor.
करेक्ट है, सेकंड ओपिनियन है, सेकंड ओपिनियन गूगल से लेने का,
सेक्रेटरी डॉक्टर बकले
गूगल। तो एक काम करो ना, उसको डायग्नोसिस दे। आजकल आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस हो गया ना, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस आ गया ना, तो मेरे को पेट में इतना सेंटीमीटर के बीच में दुख रहा है, AI will tell you now give this medicine यार, फिर किसी का जरूरत नहीं है, किसी का जरूरत नहीं है। In sometimes in the class I speak about this, that between digital music and analog music when it was pure music. Now digital music is created by, okay, there is some intelligence which has gone into making it, but yet it is instrument created.
No sentiments.
There is no feel.
भावना नहीं।
Oh, भावना नहीं, भावना कौन है?
उस दिन कोई ऐसा ही बोल रहा है कि आप कौन सा साधना है। ये और क्या
साधना। So this Vidya Vinay Sampanni.
Who is Vidya?
No, I asked this to the students, no, college में, तो बोला विद्या विनय संपन्न, आपने को मालूम है, तो विद्या विनय संपन्न। तो मैं बोला विद्या कौन है? एक लड़का था, ये सब नॉटियस्ट अमंग दैट, तेरी गर्लफ्रेंड का नाम है क्या? बोला हाँ सर, हाँ सर। तेरा नाम तो विनय नहीं है, बोला। ठीक है, shall we break?
धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद।
पूर्णमदं पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। I very nearly was not going to keep this talk today.
It was good, really.
No, reason was number of people who had said yes was less. Then I thought something. 2 days ago I took this decision. Even if we don't have anybody, I have only one person. I'll still keep it. Because today is 18th August. 18th August for Shuddha Swara is a very important day. Important day. Last year, if you remember, we had that show, Surne Raga So Part 2 on 18th August. Our first music show was on 18th of August. So remember, and today we were meant to have a show, Sufi show. It was meant to be today, but because of some reasons I had to postpone it, which is now postponed to November 10th. मैं बोला आज कुछ नहीं करेगा तो कैसे चलेगा?
Very good.
Number 1. Number 2. Swami Chinmayananda's example. When he started Bhagavad Gita talks in English in 1951-52, he started. His first talk was in a temple in Pune. His first talk. It was meant to be a talk for 30 days, which was called Gita Jnana Yajna. It was for 30 days. On day 1, it was meant to start at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock, whatever it is. On day 1, for the talk, there were 4 people. Swamiji himself, the priest of the temple, the priest's wife, and 1 audience.
She conducted.
He started at the appointed time that day. So the Panditji said, Swamiji, हम लोग दूसरा दिन रखेंगे. No, we will start. That was his discipline, and that discipline is ingrained in me. That is why I start everything on time.
Yeah,
Correct?
yeah.
On the last day, there were 1,000 people.
Wow.
This happened with me when I did this. My MCOM lecture started in SAS College. There were 25 registrations, and this lecture starts at 9:30. Most of the MCOM students are working students, so they all have to go to their place of work. On day 1, when I went to the college, coordinator, she said, "Sir, there are only 3 students. Shall we start tomorrow?" I said, "No, we'll start today. We will start today for 3. Even if there is 1, we will start today. Doesn't matter. Because there has to be a discipline in what we do. If we want to do something, there has to be discipline. It should be done. Okay. Thank you very much to all of you for coming.